We're here at the Ojai Raptor Center with Rosie. In the last video, we showed you these two common hawks of Southern California that you have a high likelihood of seeing in a backyard or park, the Cooper's hawk and the red-shouldered hawk. Now we're going to show you what these two hawks look like soaring in flight and a few others. First, notice how the shape of the Cooper's hawk's head looks a little blocky and flat on top, where the red-shouldered hawk's head is more rounded. Becoming familiar with the silhouettes of birds can be really helpful in identification. In flight, Cooper's hawks, like other accipiters, have super long tails like we mentioned before and a more slender appearance overall. Their heads tend to jet out far ahead of their wings compared to other hawks. Red-shouldered hawks have shorter tails that are fanned out most of the time and broad wings that have translucent crescent-shaped panels in the outer primaries of their wings that can usually be seen from below when they're backlit, and they can be used to help identify them. Red-shouldered hawks also tend to appear to be reaching forward with their wings slightly in flight like this one is right here. And finally, red-tailed hawks are the most common hawks in North America and prefer more open habitat opposed to the previous two. Juveniles will have a banded or striped tail and a spotted chest, similar to juvenile red-shouldered hawks and Cooper's hawks, as they don't molt their adult tail until they're almost 2 years old. But a helpful field mark for red-tailed hawks is what's called their patagial marks that will be visible in most immature and mature red-tails, which are those dark spots right there where their wings meet their body. Red-tails are also larger with a maximum wingspan reaching almost 4.5 feet. Red-tails will often be seen soaring at high altitudes for hours at a time, and if you ever see a bunch of soaring birds doing this in circles at the same time, this is called a kettle, and if you can't tell if you're looking at hawks or vultures, you might be looking at both. So to tell them apart, red-tailed hawks are smaller with shorter, rounder wings that they hold horizontally while soaring, while turkey vultures have longer, more rectangular wings that they hold in what's referred to as a dihedral shape, which basically means a V, and vultures tend to be a little less steady and wobble back and forth like you can see here as they soar. You can study and test your skills at identifying different raptors in flight with this cool infographic that can be found on the Audubon site, and we encourage you to keep watching, keep being observant of your surroundings, and get to know who your bird neighbors are.